Tejano music lovers, get ready for what is sure to be the best Tejano weekend of the year. Salazar Promotion proudly presents the Memorial Day Bash in Victoria, Texas, May 23rd through 25th. Food, family, and fun for everyone with great acts such as AJ Castillo, Bobby Polido, Michael Salgado, Stephanie Montiel, Gary Hobbs, Cindy Ramos, Signo, David Faria,
que corren de tus ojos
Marcos Orozco, Tente Barrera, Mike and the Iconic, and many more. It's a 3-day weekend you don't want to miss. And the best part, Cuvo Radio is giving away a pair of VIP passes to that very same event. All you have to do is go to Cuvo Radio's website at cuvoradio.fm and sign up.
Hola. What were you eating, Barbie chick?
Ice cream bar.
You're just trying to stay cool because you're cool. Hey, we've got a great show today, man. You know, I call her the Tejano powerhouse, but she's everything. You know, she's beauty, she's grace, she's elegance, she's got a great voice, great sound, great music. She's inspiring to a lot of younger artists, even though she doesn't know that, but she is. And you know, she's been a mainstay for Tejano music for such a long time. Got a great work ethic. You know, she's a hard worker, and you know, people forget that it takes a lot of hard work. You know, there was one thing that Ruben Ramos told me once. He said that, you know, he wished that younger people would know that the on stage, the singing, the signing autographs and all that other stuff is only 10% of what you do as an artist, because 90% of it is practice.
That's so true.
And so anyway, but she's amazing. And so what do you say we bring her on? What do you think?
Let's do it.
It's okay. We bring her up. Here's the intro, and it's the one and only, of course, we're talking about Savannah V. It goes like this. Hey, there she is. I gotta turn it on. Welcome. How are you doing, sweetheart?
Good, good, good. Just here getting ready for the show. I've been kind of busy today. I was telling you, getting my daughter's dress ready for her prom and all of that good stuff, crying up a storm. But yeah, that's
Mhm.
doing
that's
this
what happens
past.
when you're a mom. You have to take care of the babies.
I know,
Yep.
yes.
As a dad, you try to be all like, I'm just dead. I don't, but I'll be honest with you. When my daughter, she's just like, wait a minute, she's doing what? You're like,
That's exactly what was going on. I was going through her pictures because she was like, Mom, I need a picture from when I was like 4 or 5. So I start going through the pictures today and I'm looking through the pictures and then I just start crying. Because I'm like, she was 5 years old just a couple of years ago. And now all of a sudden she's 18, she's about to graduate. Oh my God. Yeah, it's one of those. She's my baby.
Yeah.
let's not go that. We don't want to make you cry right now.
Yeah, no, I'm good. Hey, DFW.
Yeah, shout out from DFW. It's Tejano Time says, hey, what's up? Uh, yeah,
Yeah.
La Reina says, yay, from up there.
Hey, La Reina.
Yeah, she's new to the scene, and she's hard at work, and she's trying to make her mark in the world, which is awesome. But
Oh,
he
yeah.
says, shout out from DFW, of course.
Buddy.
So,
Buddy.
but yeah, it's wonderful to have you on. I know you've been a busy woman. You have your show on KLMO.
Mhm.
Let us know when do you go on at KLMO, because it's a great show. Because
So,
it's all you.
so I'm on Monday nights from 7 to 9 p.m. If you're not able to get the app, you can catch it on our app. You can just go into your app store. You can go on your what is it, the iCloud or whatever, iTunes or whatever.
I
Get
can.
it there, and you can get it through your through your Android device.
Hmm.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's
So
Kilmo 98.9 FM, Women of Tejano.
hey, yeah, go. Yeah.
Come on,
And it's
don't cry, Sammy. Don't be making me cry, girl. I was crying already. Yeah, I was chiando.
but see, it's awesome that but you've been doing so much different. Now I'm crying, sis.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot. I mean, you have to go different routes. You have to try to I guess my thing is I always want to do better than the last project or than my last video. I just always want to do better than what I did prior. So I'm my own worst critic.
Yeah.
Sometimes sometimes it's unhealthy, right? So sometimes you need to take a break and kind of step back, and you kind of need to ground yourself again. And once you ground yourself again, then that's when I get back up and I start working again. And that's on my Sundays. On Sundays, I really don't do anything on Sunday. On Sunday,
Mhm.
it's my day for the family. You know what I mean? I kind of just shy away from work and I say, hey, you know what? I won't even take calls for my office, and I'm always taking calls. Like today, I'm off, but I scheduled like 5 patients, so
Wow.
I'm not really off. So I do that on Sundays because I mean, you have to be able to weigh out the pros and the cons, and you need to be able to spend time with your family as well, because family is everything.
I was at Slack Monster. Sevi is a good friend of mine, and I've heard some of your vocals, just with no music, and your voice is so amazing. The the just how clear it is, the tonality of it all. I think we're all used to hearing singers just with music added to it, but when you hear a singer by themselves, you hear a true representation of who they are. And I've have had the privilege of hearing you without any accompaniment, and it's just amazing. So uh, uh, when I say you have that, you have that powerhouse quality. It's I mean it in earnest, not just as something that's flaccid, just something that I throw away. It's not. It's a very honest opinion of mine that I have of you. So uh, it's really something to listen to. Borrado, he says, "Hello, Miss Savannah V, Big B."
Oh, I wish I could see it. Some pop up is coming on my screen, and I'm trying to take it off, but for some odd reason, you don't want to come off. So I can't really see what anybody's saying. I just say cheese. That's La Reina. Says what up in Indio, and that's Borrao Lopez.
Yeah, that's Borrado. He's a DJ there in in Houston, Texas. He's a good friend of mine, and he's a great friend of the show. Always playing music there in Houston, Texas. Hello, Miss Sammy Torres. He says, Rick Valderrama says, hola, how are you doing, Rick? My good friend.
Hola.
Sammy Torres says, blessings, Borrado. He's welcome to the Savannah show.
To the Savannah show.
La Reina says she is fire. Yes, she is.
You know, congratulations, my friend. I know you're going to Florida, so congratulations. I'm so proud of you taking on the Tejano to Florida. That is such a blessing. We're able to show our talents, and I'm so proud of you. I'm excited for you and my girl Machi over there.
Yeah, that's right. Machi, oh my gosh. There's another one that's just oozing talent. That woman.
That one is just right there. You just talk to her and she already knows what you're talking about. She's like,
and it's bad enough. She's
no, I see. She's like, no, I see me. And she'll tell me how to do it. And I'm like, oh, okay. I listen to
right.
Hey, consejos. That sometimes you need those consejos. You can't always think that you know it all, because we don't always know it all.
No. Oh, no.
Savannah doesn't always know it all, and it's not always about Savannah. So sometimes you gotta just listen.
Yeah, and it's also good to have another perspective, because people see things differently, and having a different perspective is always good. And plus, also, the woman is uber gorgeous. Oh my gosh, and so talented. And it's just
uber is not the word. I mean, just
gorgeous. She's just a different. They don't make people like that anymore.
True.
Very true.
It's not just always about the face, right? It's not always about the body. It's about what's inside. It's your soul, and that one is she's amazing.
No, and the way she treats people, the way she is, it's a blessing, because she's just very honest.
Yeah,
she's very earnest and honest.
I think she posted the other day something about, I may look real normal, right? She's like, I look normal, but in reality, I have like an octopus. I just want to describe. Rick Valderrama says, I'm at Slack Monsters right now. What up, my people?
Yeah, say hi to Savvy and all the crew that's over there. Yeah, by the way, so that's cool. But no, I really enjoy the like I was telling you, La Mujer has really been doing well on the show, on the station. And Con Otra is another song that I really I love the way it's doing well for you. The way I see it on the station is different than most. I do get requests, of course, but for me, it's because we have an add to cart button, and I can see when people check it out. I don't see the actual transactions. I don't see if anybody bought it or not, but I can see when they left my station to go to
another or whatever. Yeah.
And so that's how you know when they've moved over. And so that's a good indicator. If they're looking to buy, that if they're in the store, that's 10 times better than just waiting for the next song to come on. Yeah. That's the way I see it. So that's definitely something that's pretty awesome. So the fact that your music is doing so well is something to be applauded. So good luck. I mean, good job, Gavino, brother, and congratulations on your nomination. So I know the All-Star Awards are coming up. Indio, you have some hot sauce or guacamole on the side of your cheek. No,
what? Who? Indio?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm glad it wasn't me, because I was
have some hot sauce, guacamole.
I don't have. Do I have? I don't have.
I was the one that was just eating before the show. I literally texted Indio a picture of what I was eating right before. It was behind the scenes. I was eating,
and then she gets on and she's like, with the napkin, she's off.
I have the napkin right here. Look, this is my evidence of what I was eating. See, Indio, you got to keep napkins right beside you.
I do have napkins, but I'm sorry if I do. I don't think I do, but it's just the way it is. Hey, Savannah.
On his screen.
So let's talk about Con Otra real quick, because that's your latest song. And how did that come to fruition with you? Give me a little bit of background on that song.
With that song, I heard it and I told Seb, we gotta record the song. Like the song, we gotta record it. Like I want to do the song. Let's get in the studio. We got in the studio like that. Like we were in the studio within a week. Mm-hmm. We had the song down. already recorded. He had the drums. I believe he had some of the keys and the vallenato, and all. And within the week, 2 weeks, we had that song recorded. I just the actual lyrics. If you're really listening to the lyrics and what it's saying, it's conveying a message. And the message is about a broken heart, a girl who's brokenhearted. I'm not saying I'm brokenhearted, but I'm saying the song. Okay, the song. I mean, she's telling her story, and she has been brutally betrayed. She's been cheated on. She's been lied to by her own friend, and that was her friend. That was her, the guy was the love of her life. And all of a sudden he's with another woman. And so I just, in my little mind over here, I told Seb, I was like, this song, it's a story, and I'm a storyteller, and my fans like for me to tell stories. It's easy for me to do a cumbia, commercial cumbia, whatever, whatever. But when you're telling a story, it conveys a message to your fans, and your fans are listening to you. And there's a lot of fans that go through things and they have to hide behind closed doors and they don't say nothing. There's a lot of people that don't have an outlet like I do, where I'm able to use a gift that God gave me and I'm able to express it, whether it's singing in English or it's singing in Spanish or I'm singing any genre. I'm able to convey these messages. And with the song, I said, there's going to be so many women and men too that feel this way, So I want women to know that if you're going through that, if you're going through a heartache, if you're going through, being in a toxic relationship, there's always other people out there to be there for you. You may be scared or you may be fearful to open up, and you may feel like, oh, I can't say anything because they're gonna bash me or they're gonna say something. No, there's always, when there's a will, there's a way. And with this song, I'm hoping I'm able to capture that audience.
Yeah. And one of the things that I've always admired about you is you've been able to convey music as with passion. That's one of the things that to interpret a song with emotion is a talent that is rare. To be able to emote an emotion that
I like that word, emote.
To a song is really something that's really it takes a true talent. It takes an understanding of how to connect with each other. That's really what connects us with each other, is we are emotional beings. Animals don't have emotions, we do. And so that is something that is that you have. You're able to do it. We can feel. I remember when I filmed you in Las Vegas, and you were doing La Más Fuerte, and you were my VIP for that Las
Yeah,
Vegas.
you were there with me the whole time.
Yeah, you were.
I was like, thank you so much, India. You were like, I'm right here. And I was like, oh my God, I had you everywhere. I'm sorry, but it was fun. It was fun.
It was amazing that performance was so strong and so powerful. I don't know if you noticed it, but as soon as you finished singing the song, there was like a moment of silence, and then people were like, wait, it's over. It's like they had to recuperate from that powerful performance. And it was really wonderful to experience, to just see it, just to be there when you did it. It was just an amazing experience for me. And that's one of it's rare to be in the presence of such great talent like that. And so that's why I've always been a fan of yours, and it's really great. And I applaud you for it, because everything that you put out, you always have an emotion tied to it. And you stay true to the emotion. Sammy Torres says, I'm sorry. Sammy Torres says, mucho amor, my amazing friends. Got to get back to earning some money. Okay,
money.
Right. B says, Miss Sammy Torres, I don't have none of your music. I'll send you some, B. I'll send it to you. And La Reina says, music connects us all. Yes, it does. Yes. That's one of the reasons I started the station, was because that's what was able to calm some of the insanity when I was in the military. Was that?
Oh,
Let's go ahead and take a listen to Con Otra, which is your current hit from Savannah V. That let's see here. That is the Savannah V. That is Barbie Chicken. I'm just Indio here on the radio.
La que nada debe, nada teme. Robado se va lo que robado viene. Tu papá y mamá debieron enseñártelo. Te enloqueces cuando él habla conmigo. Él me extraña y yo ni siquiera lo miro. Niña, no tengo intenciones de quitártelo, pero fuiste mala y todo se paga. No soy tu enemiga, tienes tu enemigo durmiendo en tu cama y muy despistada. Te estás cuidando de la equivocada. No te deseo el mal, pero él te va a engañar con otra. Será con otra y recordarás de cómo tú te reías el día en que estuve en tu lugar. Y no lo dudo, te lo aseguro. No te deseo el mal, pero él te va a engañar con otra. Será con otra y recordarás de cómo tú te reías el día en que estuve en tu lugar. Y no lo dudo, te lo aseguro. Te va a engañar. La inseguridad lo vuelve loco. No fuiste tú el problema, yo tampoco. El amor que esperas no va a dártelo. Yo jamás te haría lo que me hiciste. Y con todo y eso que dijiste, aún así pudiera perdonártelo. Pero fuiste mala y todo se paga. No soy tu enemiga, tienes tu enemigo durmiendo en tu cama y muy despistada. Te estás cuidando de la equivocada. No te deseo el mal, pero él te va a engañar con otra. Será con otra, recordarás de cómo tú te reías el día en que estuve en tu lugar. Y no lo dudo, te lo aseguro. No te deseo el mal, pero él te va a engañar con otra. Será con otra, recordarás de cómo tú te reías el día en que estuve en tu lugar. Y no lo dudo, te lo aseguro. Te va a engañar.
Yeah,
Yay.
awesome song, kiddo. You
thank
always do
you.
it justice. You always do it justice. It's
Thank you.
it's a great song. Excuse me.
We'll be releasing the video tomorrow at 12 p.m. So they were asking what my YouTube
Yes,
channel was. So my YouTube channel is Savannah V. Just go under Savannah V and you'll see the picture with Con Otra. You'll see Ya Disponible and you'll see me sitting there. And I have my purple background. So yeah, you can check it out. Thank you so much, Gavino. And yeah, that song, the video will be coming out tomorrow at 12 p.m. We'll be doing the premiere is at 12 p.m., right? But the actual celebration, it's gonna be going down at Chifladas. So if you want to go join us, we'll be there. The owner Natasha is throwing me a big old party. And then I just got word from the DJ that they do want me to do a special appearance, but performing con otra. So guess who will be performing con otra tomorrow? Me. So I'm excited. I'll be performing at 10:30. You want to go and check it out. I know they're going to have a lot of drink specials. And I think they're going to have a drink that's called Savannah V. So I don't know. We'll see.
Well, that's cool that they haven't named a song name,
Yeah.
because like, I've never had a drink named after me.
That's pretty cool, and the thing is that this location that we're having it at, it's a Latina owned bar, and you go in there and you see the culture. You see the Virgen on the wall. You see Selena. There's two monumental pictures of Selena there. You walk in there and it's a home. It's an actual house. So you walk into the location, and I was able to do the music video there. So they sponsored part of my music video, and I just was excited because I walk in there and the ambiance was like pretty purples, pretty blues, all these flowers. Like you look inside the restroom and it says there's a sign there, and it's like it's an affirmation, and the affirmation says you are beautiful. And then and then you go outside, you walk out to the patio, and there's a neon light, and where I'm dancing with my girls in the back of me, I just see the guy that just is cheating on me with some girl that was my friend, which I'm like shocked. And behind me, and it says, "You're beautiful. You are beautiful." So don't ever, ever, ever doubt yourself. Don't ever let anybody make you feel lower than what you are, because, people don't understand what goes on behind closed doors. And sometimes people are getting ridiculed. People are getting, just there's things that we don't see. We see people all the time at work, and they're happy and they're smiling, but you don't know what they're going through behind closed doors. And it is Mental Health Awareness Month. It is May, and I'm really, really big on that. I work in the medical fields. I work with a lot of different patients. I have a lot of different friends that deal with patients such in psychiatry. So it's something that, when it comes to being heartbroken, some people, they don't get over it. And that's something that I do want to put across out there.
One of the largest groups of people that commit suicide are veterans. So, and we do have, it's unfortunate because of the cuts that are happening today that the actual veterans hotline has been turned off.
Oh man, I'm so sorry to hear about that.
There's
a lot of different programs that are being cut off. A lot of programs like anything to do with cancer, a lot of those programs are getting shut off. And these are things that are necessities, and these are things that we're needing, for patients, for family members, for sisters, for brothers, for mothers, for fathers.
Yeah. Real quick, on a scroll, that is Savannah V's YouTube channel, at Savannah V. That's the one that has it. And if you are looking for it, what you need to see, her icon is this picture right here.
There you go. Hey, you're on it, Indio. You were on it, man. All I gotta say is he just got an A plus. A plus.
I passed the test.
You always pass the test.
And real quick, for those of y'all that are wondering what that QR code in the corner is, Raulito just had an emergency surgery, and that is if you want to go to his GoFundMe page. So that QR code will take you to Raulito's GoFundMe. He, it was just he had spinal surgery, and
out of nowhere, right? It was.
They're raising money for him, so it is just a thing that I want to help out. You know me, I try to help out as many people as I can. But also, if you do, if you can, you can give. It's up to you. But sometimes it takes an act of kindness, a simple act of caring, to help a person, to make a person's day, and that's completely up to y'all. So. It is what it is. Gavino says, by the way, he says, "I love your new song, Savannah."
Thank you.
Thank you. And Borrado, he says, "Hey, I'm going to be DJing tomorrow. Can I play your music?"
Yes, you can play my music.
Definitely. Yeah, she's got some great music too, B. And then Indio again. Thank you for all your services. No, it's okay, bro. Thank you very much for bringing that up. Ford Muscle Luis says, "Saludos, Savannah. How are you doing?"
Saludos, Ford Muscle Luis.
So, but yeah, that's a great song. I really do love that song.
Thank you.
Let's take another listen, and we have let's go ahead and listen to La Mujer because of the fact that it's another song that's been doing really well on the station. If y'all haven't heard La Mujer, where have you been? And then also,
Did you just wake up? Wake up!
no, we need to take. I want you to take a listen to it because it also shows a different side of Savannah's voice because you have to understand Savannah has what is your octave range? You have like three octaves, man. Your vocal range is impeccable. I mean, incredible, and so you really can reach a lot of different keys,
That
and
wasn't
it's
me, I
really
promise.
impressive.
That's Milo making all those crazy noises back there, okay? It's not me.
It's you.
Not my stomach.
I see the pause. I see the
Okay,
pause.
just letting you know. She's walking around.
Yeah, no, she's fine. But no, let's go ahead and take a listen to La Mujer so that way we can just get another side of your vocal ability. And so that way people can, and it'll also give the audience an opportunity to fall in love with the song like I have. So let's go ahead and take a listen to this.
Yo soy esa mujer, la huelga de las hojas. Soy la mujer, como el tequila, la droga. Yo soy esa mujer, yo soy tu sobredosis. Soy la mujer de la que nadie conoce. Yo soy la que te ama, la que te perdona. Antes de conocerte no sabía de dolor. Ay, qué pena me da saber dónde estar solo y probablemente te va a gustar, así acabará. Ayer por fin me quedé suicida, donde tus manos son las que derraman sangre. Me enamoré de un triste cobarde. Tú eres el hombre, él controla todo. Según tú, todo se hace a tu modo. Eres el hombre, el que arma y desarma. No puedes ni contigo, ni con tu ego, ni con nada. Yo soy la que te amo, la que te perdono. De conocerte no sabía de dolor. Ay, qué pena me da saberme dónde estás solo y probablemente te va a gustar, así acabará. Ayer por fin me quedé suicida, ahora tus manos son las que derraman sangre. Me enamoré de un pobre cobarde.
Listo, padre.
Wow. Just so you know, on that video, for people that go and perform at Domingo Live, a lot of times it's lip sync, but that one's not lip sync. That one's her. And that's pretty freaking awesome.
Thank you. Thank you.
When I got it, I was like, she's she's singing that. And I was like, wow. So I just added a little bit of reverb on there because I hate dry music, you know.
Oh yeah, yeah, no. Um, that song is that song's another that's another animal. That that song, that song is not radio air play. That song is for someone who truly, really appreciates music. That
Mhm.
is for people who literally dissect music and just listen to the sounds, the different sounds of different instruments. Because my favorite part on that whole song is the horn section. It's just like, to me, is so beautiful. The structure, the way he arranged it. I mean, because it's way different than the original, and
Mhm.
Seven himself is a beast. So
Yeah.
it just just when I went into the studio and I heard what Al Gomez did, I was just like, did we just do that? Can I listen to it again? You know what I mean? Like, whoa, that's that is such an appreciative song. I love that song. That song is it just shows the different the different ways of music. It's a different genre. It's just completely out of the ordinary. It's not
Yeah.
normal. It's not what someone you would say that would just do unless they listen to Amy Winehouse or they listen to like Etta James or Nora Jones, something like
Yeah.
that.
And it is it what I like about it is it has a subtle like the string section is very subtle. It's not overpowering. Everything's very well balanced.
It's not too overpowering the vocals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very smooth, but it's very deliberate when it needs to be. It when there's emotion, it's evoked the way it's supposed to be. It's very permanent or purposeful. So I just really love the song,
Thank you.
and when I put it up on my on the weekend show and I explained it, I was just like, if you listen to it and you'll understand that it's very purposeful. And it has great breath. It has great breath, great air in it. It doesn't feel rushed. It doesn't feel pushed. It's something that's very relaxed. Borrado says, Happy early Mother's Day to all the mothers and mothers to be. Cool.
Thank you, B.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Miss Savannah, if you're a mother, happy Mother's Day.
Thank you so much, Ronaldo.
Beatriz Rojas, how are you doing? Her new song,
Girl,
Fire. Yes, we just
thank
heard
you,
it.
love. Thank you.
You can come back to the show, sweetheart. Come on down. Send me
Oh,
a DM and let's set it up so that way you can come in. Uh, um, yeah, that's it's been one of my favorite songs that you've done. It's so well structured. The first time I heard it, I was like,
Yeah, that one's just that's just a taste though, because we've been in the studio and we're working on some new stuff, and I'm excited. I got to get back in the studio, as a matter of fact. I got so much going on. It's just like, but we're actually almost done with that one. We're like about, I think, 60%, almost. It's almost there.
yeah. Also, you've been busy like on the work side of life. You have your weight loss thing that you were doing, which is I don't even understand that you needed to lose weight because
me
you
either.
were you were
Oh, thank you
you were
guys.
so you were so awesome before. I was like, what is she talking about? And so you you're not like me, because like for me, I mean, I'm so fat I could jump in the air and get stuck.
Stop.
Oh my God. No,
That's-
it's the
You and my
thing.
McDonald's.
Oh God. I'm still drinking my Big Red. I have been I've been off of
You're in
the
San
medication.
Antonio, that's what it is.
I lost, how much weight did I lose? I lost 67 pounds on
Wow.
semaglutide, which is Ozempic. It's what is it? Not Wegovy. Um, And personally, I needed it because I was getting tired on stage. I was unhealthy. I was already at the point where I was already getting high blood pressure. I was borderline high blood pressure.
Oh wow.
Telling me you need to lose weight. I wasn't losing the weight. I was going and doing hot yoga. I mean, sitting in that freaking hot room with men in there wearing speedos and crap. Like, what the hell? I wasn't losing the weight. I wasn't losing the weight. And I remember telling my friend, look, I'm not coming back here again. If I ever have to stand again behind anybody wearing any type of speedos while we're sweating, okay? It ain't happening again. It is not happening again. So
You mean I wasn't supposed to wear a thong to hot
no.
yoga?
I was traumatized with that itself.
Ever.
I need to make
Anywhere.
I thought I'd let y'all know that story. Look, there you go. See, I got you laughing. But I started working with Madi, and I was working in primary care, and she was opening her weight loss clinic, and she was like, I want you to come and run my office. I mean, I don't want you to run downstairs. And I was like, girl, be quiet. So I ended up running upstairs. I ran that office for about a year and a half, me and her together, just us tag teaming it. They would call us Batman and Robin. And really, honestly. And, she had her med spa. Her sister would run the med spa. We ran the weight loss. And, we ended up opening 4 franchises. I have my own franchise. I'm part owner of Evolve Medical Group at Savvy Injectables. Since January, I've been open. Luckily, and I'm so grateful. God has been so good to me. Even though there's sometimes it's a roller coaster. I have my patients, my clients that are loyal to me and that have been with me for about maybe almost going on 2 years. And so they tell people, I believe the best part in marketing is word of mouth. They say, oh yeah, book and social media. I have ads running. I do all sorts. But let me tell you something. I bet you anything, if I get one of my girls that, like my girl Erica, does my hair, that girl has about maybe 10 to 15 girls that come to me, and it's word of mouth. Word of mouth, it is a thing, and if they see that the product is actually working, they're going to come. And my product's 99.9% potent. Like, I swear, I've had people come in. Right now, this one girl, she lost about 25 pounds in less than 3 months. I mean, that's healthy wise. That's not unhealthy. Right. You're not losing 5-10 pounds weekly. You're losing gradually 2 pounds weekly. Sometimes you won't lose, but are you counting your calories? Are you going over 1,500? Are you drinking your 2 gallons of water throughout the day? And are you eating? Because if you're not eating protein, well, then you're losing your muscle. And so if you're losing your muscle, then you're going to get the Ozempic face and the Ozempic butt, and you'll have no acetal. So it's just... It's a lot of work that you have to put in, but I honestly, like, it's the best thing that ever happened to me. Owning this business, I have Rosie. Big shout out to Rap Rosie. She was always telling me, Mija, one day you're gonna have a business, and you're not gonna stop thinking about what you're gonna do next. And I never knew what she was talking about, because I have Savannah, and I'm always working for Savannah. I'm always doing something.
Right.
But owning a clinic and running a clinic with doctors, that doctors are always, there's always something different in the medical field. There's always something going on that you need to be aware of. And you just don't have time to rest. There's no such thing as rest. So, like, that's why I say Sundays are my days. That is God's day, and I am taking that day for myself.
Yeah. It made me feel guilty. I was all drinking my water.
Put the Coke down, girl. Put the Coke down.
Put the Coke down and drink your water. I'm going to drink 2 gallons a day. But the thing is that when one of the nurse practitioners that I was working for at Pain and Spine, she told me one time, because she doesn't like to drink water, and I don't like to drink water either.
Me either.
I have to drink it with a lime, or I have to drink like that Crystal Light. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So she would get two bottled waters, and she would look at our MD. And she was, I'll drink my water today. So she would drink 2 waters in the morning to start her system. to get it going. And then at night, another two waters. And I'm like, I mean, the rest of the day, you're drinking caffeine, nothing but coffee, lady. What is your deal? But I'm starting my metabolism in the morning, Savannah. Okay, whatever you say. So that's what they do. Doctors do it too. So I don't know. No, Sam.
That would be me because I have to have a coffee and an energy drink every day.
And I have to have my coffee. I don't know if you see my memes sometimes. I'm always talking about coffee. I love my coffee. I love my Starbucks. Big shout out to Polly Hernandez, one of my biggest fans right now. He is going through a lot. Right now, he's in the hospital. If you're a fan of mine and you follow me, please go and follow Polly Hernandez. He's a DJ himself. He is fighting cancer, and he is just an amazing person inside and out. And of course, Miss Candy Garcia as well. She's in the hospital right now. She just posted about it a little earlier this morning. I knew as of last night that she was in the hospital. So give them a prayer and a prayer from us here at Savi's. We love you.
Definitely. Beatriz Rojas says, "Will do. I'll bring Julio Morales from Tormenta with us. Of course, you bring whoever you want. The show is always about helping each other, just like Show Off Promotions. It is to raise each other. The only way we can raise each other is together. We can't do it by ourselves." Borrado Lopez, Indio, is that some hot sauce on the other side of your cheek?
Oh my, he's messing with you now. Now he's messing with you.
Yeah, he was playing with you. That's what it was.
I was like, what the heck? Do I have something?
We all fell for it. We all did.
For me, like this is coffee, but this is water.
Oh, I like that one. The ojo.
So what I do is
I have my soda, but I have a big old thing of water over there.
Yeah, the water's bigger, so that counts.
I'll go back and forth with soda and water. Gracie says that last song sounded, which was La Mujer. She said that song sounded like a 60s classic from both Spanish and English with singers Jose Jose, Angelica Maria, etc. Thank you for that song. And I had to text you because my hands hurt. I'm texting you.
Thank you so much for that text. We don't want your hands to hurt.
Yeah, that's and like I said, it was one of my favorite songs that you put out so far. And it's not that I mean, I love all of the things that you do, but that one stands out, as just a really, and that singing style is not easy. It's a I put it there with like the Juan Gabriel. I didn't know who Juan Gabriel is because I'm not a native Spanish speaker, but when I was introduced to him, the quiet singing that he had like a quiet resonance. And he would sing a very soft note and then reach these real peak power notes and then go right back to a soft note. That control takes so much talent to be able to do that. And that's kind of where that song is at for me. It has that, it takes a lot of control in order to be able to pull a song like that off. Not anybody can do it.
I would have been able to off that song like 2-3 years ago. I think it's learning your technique, right? It's learning your vocals. It's training yourself. It's not easy. I always go through YouTube and I'm always looking at different singers. I'm always looking at different YouTube vocal teachers that are teaching, head voice. Don't use your throat and to use your diaphragm and how to gasp, get that air, when to use it. It's not easy. And then having the producers that I've had in my lifetime, I've been very, 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 very blessed that God has blessed me with such great producers. I mean, I've had Grammy award-winning producers that have worked with me, and I've learned these techniques. This is not just me. These are the mentors behind me that have molded me to be Savannah V. There's not a day that I don't I don't think of the times that when I'm recording that I wouldn't go to the studio and I wouldn't get chewed out because I didn't practice the song, and I go into the studio and think, oh, well, I know the song. Or as a vocalist in general, like it's not easy to have your own voice. It's easy to mimic Christina Aguilera. Shoot, I can mimic Christina Aguilera. Oh my God. You would
I
think that,
love her.
and I could do it. Like, I would be a good imitator if it was. I'll be on the strip, Las Vegas. Let's do this. I'm telling you, I can do it.
Are you
But
gonna do burlesque style?
yes, that right there. If I didn't have my daughter, I'm gonna tell you right now, I would have done burlesque. I would have been
Right?
that was my thing. I loved it. My brother lived it. It's just that style, that 1950s, 1960s, that type of music is what resonates me. I have like this old soul. I love singing classical music. And if I may not become this big famous singer, bitch, and that's okay. But I will be that old lady at the bar, the old little rinky dinky bar, singing jazz, blues music with a long cigarette, drinking my whiskey with that maroon long dress. That's going to be
I'll be
me.
right beside you drinking at the
And
bar.
hey, girl, you can come and I will sing a song to you. We'll dedicate it to whoever we need to.
Her
Right?
name is Lola. She was a showgirl.
A
No.
showgirl. I'm gonna get you a real showgirl.
No, it's wonderful to hear that, but honestly, I see your vocal ability is just it's unparalleled, and it's really awesome to
And if
to
you think I can sing,
to
my daughter can do all these things. My daughter can,
Wow.
her vocals are like twice as good as mine. She can hit notes that I wouldn't even think of. I wouldn't even probably, there's things that I'm just like, did you just do? I don't know how to sing. I don't know what you're talking about. And I'm like,
Aw.
wow, like, but
yeah,
they don't want to
I
learn. Some of them don't want to
yeah,
do it.
yeah, I tell the story that I read in Quincy Jones' biography. He said that when uh, Whitney Houston became Whitney Houston, the 10 years previous to her becoming Whitney Houston, she practiced 10,000 hours before she
Mhm.
became Whitney Houston, before she picked up the mic and sang her first song as Whitney Houston. And that's the dedication that you need in order to be a successful singer like her, is to match her in her commitment
To
to
herself,
to
you know,
to
to
her
her
to her
craft,
vocals, to her
to her
vocals,
craft.
to her craft. Yes, that is your if that's your instrument, practice your
Right.
instrument. And if your instrument is your vocals, practice your
Yes.
vocals. And that's what he was trying to say. It wasn't that you cannot be Whitney Houston, but she practiced her vocals. She practiced on singing before she ever committed herself to be a
I
great
think when
singer. And she
I
wasn't a good.
think when I started working these odd end jobs and I started seeing the fact that I wasn't really taking the time out for my career for Savannah, I started realizing like, hey, no, this isn't for me. I don't think God put me on this planet to do this. This is why I'm unhappy because I'm working these dead end jobs that are not doing anything for me. They're not going to take me anywhere. There's nobody going to listen to my music. I want the world to listen to me. I don't care about the money. What I care about is the world to listen to me, and I'm doing what I love. So
Mm.
when I sat there and I started really, really kind of like contemplating on what I was going to do with myself with Savannah, I think this was my early 30s. I don't know, in my 20s, those were my teen years. Right now, this is my like late 30s. I'm already getting into my my early 30s. I'll just say late 30s, early 30s. I'm just barely starting. But I feel you need to feel confident within yourself. And I had a compliment the other day, and I've been really good friends with another artist. I'm not going to say her name, but I've been really good friends with her for so many years. And her husband told me, Mija, I need to tell you something. And I'm just saying this because I'm in front of, my friend and my husband. But I remember at one time when you were very much younger, you were about 22, 23 years old, and you didn't even believe in yourself. And I would look at you and I would tell you, Meha, you have so much potential. You have so much going for you. I was busy, worrying about, oh, I got to go work for Freeway. I got to go sell insurance. I got to do all of these other things besides worrying about Savannah. And I got that compliment where he said, look at what you have overcame. Yeah, I don't think you see that. I don't think you really, really look at yourself in the mirror and say, I have overcame so much. Look at what I've done. I own a business. I have all these things and I don't see it like that. And when he told me that, I was like, my mom would be so proud of me with what I've overcame, the things that I've accomplished in such a little bit of time. I'm dumbfounded with like, wow, I can't believe I worked. And it's not just me. I don't think I worked that hard. I think it's the people backing you because they say it takes a what is it, a jungle to raise, or what is that saying?
Takes a
It takes a
village.
village to raise. Yeah,
It's a
and
village.
so I have a good support system. And if I feel like you're not supporting me, if I feel, of course, we're not always going to meet, we'll bump heads, but as long as we can meet in the middle, that's good. If I feel like you're too much for me, well, then I gotta move around. But I think life has been showing me lessons, and I've learned these lessons, and now I'm able to learn from them and kind of create my path. And I think I've done a pretty good job.
You've been doing great. Well, I see you as just getting better and better, which is, what we want. It's like chocolate. You want to get another bite.
It gets addicting. Chocolate is very addicting. Don't get me started with chocolate, okay?
For real.
Well, I mean, it's you taste good. You want
Because
some
it's a
more.
myth.
Alfredo Rio.
It's a myth when people say that you break out if you eat chocolate. It's actually really good for you.
Yeah, chocolate is actually. I'm gonna say something, and it's gonna be very
Oh gosh.
misconstrued, but it is the truth. It is the truth. Alfredo says, the Lone Meskin says, hello, everyone. Danny Noyola, hey, my good acting friend. He says, saludos, amigas. Savannah Lee and La Barbie Chick and
Danny.
Alma and Danny Noyola. How are you doing, Danny? This is the truth.
Okay, we're ready for the truth.
First
Wait,
of all,
is this the lesson of the show?
Oh yeah, is it the? We gotta learn lessons.
I'm not sure if this
Is
is
it
well,
a
it could be the
lecture or a
lesson.
lesson?
No, he never
It
listened.
should be a lesson. It's never a lecture.
Yeah,
I
he
never
never
lecture. I
It's
always
okay.
try to
It's
share
okay.
some
It's okay.
knowledge.
I'm ready to listen.
try
My
to
ears
share
are
some
open.
Okay. So the lesson of the day is chocolate comes from cocoa, of course, the cocoa bean, and the Aztecs, who were the culture, they cultured the and domesticated the plant in order to take advantage of its roots and of what it was. They didn't it was a Swiss that added sugar to it, but when they would drink it, the way they would drink it, it was as an aphrodisiac. Okay, so they would crush it down and they would mix it with hot water and they would drink it that way. The cocoa itself is it's it is akin to acetaminophen, so it helps you with headaches, it helps you with blood flow, and it's medicinal. It has medicinal properties. However, it has been proven that concoction, that recipe that comes from the Aztec people, if males drink it and they suffer from erectile dysfunction, it helps them with that.
Oh, guys, just FYI, you don't have to go into my office and get or that shot. Hey, I did testosterone too, so if you want to give me a call.
This was definitely an interesting lesson. Not gonna
This is
lie.
an interesting lesson. I'm going to be talking to Rodney about this Monday morning.
It just popped in my head
Here I
because
am
of the
looking
chocolate
up.
thing.
Doc,
Chocolate
you know this? Like, yes.
erectile.
It is
I'm gonna carry up.
it is true. And actually, and the only reason I know this is because I read a study by the New England Journal of Medicine that they were using some sort of that compound. They were using that medicine holistically because it helps people with colon cancer, and it helps with the prostate. And I'm on a specialized, not only because of the fact that I'm a liver transplant recipient, but my father and three of my uncles on my father's side, they all passed away from colon cancer. So I have to do more colon cancer preventative medicine. And that was one of the things that was in there. And I was like, how that's interesting. I did not know that.
Well, now we know.
So.
Told you it was the lesson of the show.
There you go.
That is very awkward. Sorry, guys.
No, it was a good one because
I will never look at chocolate the same.
I'm gonna be like, now I know why you want a lot of chocolate.
I'm gonna come
honey, here's dark chocolate for you.
No more chocolate for you.
Why are you eating dark chocolate, honey? Hey, real quick, if you want to get a hold of some more information for Savannah V, she's got a Facebook page, and you can always go to her Facebook page. If you don't know where it is, we've got a QR code for you, and it goes like. Where'd it go?
Where is it?
There it is.
You are?
Oh, there it is.
Super cool.
So she's got a QR code. Just click on the QR code and it'll take you to her Facebook. And that way you can get a hold of her, get some more information for her. When are you going to be performing next week?
So I'm going to be at Chifladas here in San Antonio tomorrow night. It's going down at 9 p.m. Make sure to get there early because it's not too small, but it's kind of small. So if you have no place to stand, hey, you're going to have to just move. Just move. So this is all going down at Chifladas. This is at Chifladas Cocktail Bar off of Main Street on the west side. I'll be there at 9 p.m. and I'll be performing at 10:30.
Yeah, at 10:30 p.m. or
not in the morning. No, I gotta work tomorrow.
No.
In between.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just so that way we can make sure that everybody knows to go out there, and it will be the premiere of your music video.
My premiere is actually going to be at 12 p.m. tomorrow. We're going to be celebrating the premiere while they're playing my video the whole night. So,
and it's an event. It's opportunity to get to go and support at Tejano artists. Like I've said before. The best way for you to support your Tejano artists is go to their shows, buy their merch, and that's how you support them. And if you're going to buy their music, buy it from the artist. That money goes directly to them as opposed to buying it through iTunes or don't buy it through iTunes because it's not yours. You're just renting it. That's why it's always best to just go ahead and buy it to the artist. They get a majority of the money, if not all of it. So just do that, right? That's a plus. Mm-hmm. Yes. And so take care of your artist and go to their shows. And if you want them to perform in your area, the best thing for you to do is go to their managers, go to the promoters, go to the club managers, promoters, and tell them, hey, you know what? Savannah V is the bomb. You need to bring her because she's got some great music, and they will contact her and they will bring her. The only reason that they keep bringing the same old people is because you win. They don't know what you want, so they're fishing. So the best thing for you to do is tell them that you want somebody new. And by the way, I do have that Savannah V is going to be performing there, so that way, if you need that, there it is, the video premiere celebration at 9 p.m.
Flyer.
Oh, the colors, my favorite colors. That's such a cool flyer.
Yeah, it's a very cool flyer.
You want to book me?
It is.
You can contact Richard Hill Country Vasquez, my manager, at 830-928-3739. Once again, Richard Vasquez for Richard Hill Country Promotions. It is 830-928-3739 for any booking.
So that's 830-938-3739?
928-3739.
Okay, 928.
Man, I wish I was in San Antonio this weekend. I'd go.
Yeah, there's the contact number there for y'all if y'all want that one. Scrolling on the bottom. All right, getting on with some more music. Y'all guys are have been hitting us up. Sorry. Let's see here. It says, La Reina says, Savannah, you are awesome. Love you lots. Keep shining,
Thank you,
mama.
friend.
There it is.
I've actually when I
That's
went to Lubbock, she was there and she was one of my biggest fans. And this is a couple years ago. Big shout out to Abel, one of my guitar players. And she's like, I want to sing with you. And I'm like, okay, well, what song do you want to sing? Well, I want to sing your song. My song? She's like, yes, you know, it's us too. And I'm like, you know my song? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it was cool because I mean, I've had people get on stage with me. I'm not one of those that's gonna keep any of my friends from shining. But when she asked to do
Mhm.
my song, I was like, "Girl, do it!" And we did it together. And I did the segundas. I think it was Si no estás tú. If I'm wrong, you better see it. But I swear it was Si no estás tú. And that girl knew almost all my songs, and it was just like, that's cool. That's cool when
Yeah.
when
Very
you're
cool.
somewhere and they're singing your song, it's just like, whoa, I impacted that person. As long as I can impact one person, I'm good.
Yep.
Yeah, that's one of the re- that's why I said, I don't think you realize how much you impact. You have what kind of impact you have on people because you do you've been doing this for a while, for quite a while, and you are there with my good friend Chente Barrera. Supreme talent with not real recognition that you deserve. Yes, we recognize you at the moment, but
Fuego. She said it was
it's
fuego. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to
fuego.
interrupt you.
No, it's fine. No, but even still, it's just that it's. I think people are just kind of stuck in this you know horse mentality that there's only these people that are all
Right.
in this group that are they don't pick anybody outside of these two or four
Right.
people, and they don't see this broadening. And like us here, Barbie and I, we get to see a lot of different
Yes.
people. We get to hear a lot of different music. And so we have the privilege of being able to experience so many different talents. And for us, our number ones are different from other people.
Exactly.
What we prefer, what we hear is totally different. Actually, I mentioned you not too long ago in a top five or top three, you know, and I said you have to understand these people and their vocal ability and why you would pick them. And I was like, for me, it's just I have a different standard. The way I listen to music is not the same way other people listen to music, and I don't understand the words. I hear the music first. I understand the words later. I have to translate it. But I can't do what y'all do. Where y'all hear it and automatically know what
You have
it's
to
being
feel it.
said. I have to, yeah, I have to figure it out. So I hear the music first, but uh, uh, I think it's getting better though. I do believe and that's the ultimate goal for us. We want to make it a platform for everyone to be able to listen to the music and fall in love with the music in its earnestness, not predicated on well these are the hits and we're going to tell you what to
Right.
listen to. These are the ones that we now you decide these you're going to decide that the audience is going to decide what they like and what they don't like. It's not up to us. It's not up to me. It's not up to Barbie. It's up to the listeners. The listeners get to decide, and that's what it's based on. And so, I really think that your music has really come full circle from where I first heard you when you were very younger. You were much younger. This is right after your stint with American Idol, and to now. But your talent has always been there. It's always been prevalent, and it's always been
I think it's
amazing.
growth. I
And
think it's experience. I think it's
yeah,
the growth, the experience, the trial. I grew into Savannah V. I grew into who I am.
I like
Um,
that.
I grew to be her, you know, and I won't back down. I won't stop. I'm my worst when it comes to being resilient because my mom didn't raise me to be a quitter. So I won't quit. My daddy didn't raise me to quit. The I called my dad on April 5th. I was in Florida and I was crying and he was freaking out because he's getting older. He's, and he's like, what's going on? Because I'm in Florida. I'm far away from him. If something's going on, he can't help me. And he's like, what's going on? I said, Daddy, there's a billboard and there's a billboard all over their highways and it's of me. And he was like, Mija, you worked hard for that. I didn't put you in this industry at 10 years old to quit. You're not a quitter. You keep doing it and you're going to be better. You're going to be better than. And I was like, Dad, I didn't say nothing. I just was laughing because you made me laugh because I've been doing this for so long. I know they say you have to pay your dues. And I'm still paying my dues. I'm still working hard at my craft. I'm not I'm not the I'm not perfect. Everybody, we all have I'm not a robot. I can't just make my voice sound like that all the time. There's times where my voice is all shot. All of us go through it. All of us vocalists, like right now, this weather is horrible. We've had they're saying it's gonna hail. It's been rainy. Then it's cold. It's cold right now. It's cool right now here in San Antonio. Like what the heck? We're in May. Why is it cold? And I know as it's not cold to other people, but I'm skinny and I'm freezing. Um, and I just feel it's just a lot of work. It's a lot of work, and I'm just blessed to be able to express myself.
Well, it's wonderful wonderful for you to allow us to enjoy, these different steps that you've been going through, and letting us share your story, because it is what to you.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Let's see, you only get two. You don't get three. You only get two. So, just kidding. Real quickly, Papuchi from Cuba says, saludos para todos. Savannah Lee, felicidades, muy talentosa
Muy gracias,
cantante.
amigo. Hold on, I'm gonna try to start talking Spanish, okay? A mí me encantó tu picture en el Facebook, en el perfil, con el mariachi hat. Te ves tan bruto. I love Papuchi. He's amazing.
Yeah, he's awesome. He's an awesome person. By the way, if you do have some stuff that you want to send to Papuchi, let me know. I do have his address that I can go ahead and facilitate that for him. I am a conduit to help Papuchi as well. Gavino Perez says, "Hey, Savannah V is one talented woman, and I've lots of respect for her. Keep doing what you're doing, Savannah. So proud of you."
Thank you.
Last of a dying breed says, "Hey, what's up, Savannah?
What up, my
Good evening,
friend?
everyone." Hey, Frank Jr. Salazar, how are you doing, brother? Thank you so very much. I did play the if for those of you that were thrown off that, I do have tickets for Memorial Day Bash. So all you got to do is just go to qvradio.fm or qvradio.net. Both of them take you to the same place. And there is where you just click on the enter to get the free tickets. All you got to do is just click and enter and put in your email address. There are other ways to get more entries, like going to my Facebook, Facebook and TikTok and all that other stuff. But, you get extra entries, but there's no purchase necessary. You just go ahead. They're 2 VIP tickets, by the way. So go ahead and enter. You've got like 14 days left. So they're totally free. And I will announce the winners. And I will be there. So that way we will do a live broadcast. Barbie Chick is going to be there. Yay. Are you going to go to the Memorial Day, Savannah?
No, I won't be there. Not this year. Not this year. I was planning to, but
Yeah,
not
I
this year, not after all. I went to Victoria this past weekend. I went to go see Jay and Aisha. So, yeah,
yeah.
already.
Amazing. Oh my gosh, Aisha's something else. You know, I keep telling people you have to have talent in order to be a backup singer
Oh,
because that so demanding to do that and just to have
that ear?
yeah to have the ear to hit the key and then to understand what your lead singer is doing and
Then
because if
you have
when they
other
go out.
backup vocalists too. I believe she has Jay. She has the other Jay, and then she has Roxy. So that's what, four harmonists. I mean,
Mhm.
that's Jay asked me, "How was the show, Mija?" I said, "Oh, I was in school." I was sitting there like, okay, that is some like Jay don't play. Like he's a good friend of mine. He don't
Yeah,
play. Like he's real serious about how his sound sounds, and I respect him because that's who we learn from. Those are people that are paving the way for us, that are giving us the opportunity to be and do what they have been doing for so many years. And it's just an honor to know these legends and to be able to listen to their consejos. And I mean, because one day we're not going to be able to be listening to those consejos. Like, unfortunately, Roger's not here anymore for me to give me the consejos every time I release a song. Or before I release a song, I would send my song to Roger, and Roger would tell me, okay, like La Mujer, I mean, not La Mujer, La Más Fuerte, you're not releasing that song. You need to have real guitarrón. I want a real pito. I want real musicians who will not release that song like that. Call Gabriel and tell him that I said that. And so these were things that, you don't know that are most cherished until you lose these people. So you got to cherish the people as much as you can because one day they won't be there. And I always have them in the back of my head when I'm about to release. And it's just, these things. And that's why I'm blessed to have the mentors that I do have. And I'm blessed to be able to line up and to be around people like you. It's mom.
yeah. That's one of the things that I can hear the differences between a real instrument and an electronic
Oh
instrument.
yeah,
You know,
because sometimes I'm like, oh, my backup vocalist, she's not gonna show up today, and I'm freaking out. And I'm like, I'm gonna give me one of those tuners where you can you can just kick it, and it comes up with the backup vocals, right? In the key that you're out, it'll
um,
do the second harmony or the third harmony. Hell no. I bought
that
one
that
that sounds so cheap. It sounds to me like I couldn't do with it. I was like, that doesn't sound so. If I'm gonna sing and my backup vocalist is not there, well, she's not gonna be there because I'm not gonna be sounding like a robot on stage. Just
Yeah.
I want real
yeah,
musicians. I want real sounds.
Yeah.
yep,
Yeah.
for sure. By the way, one of my favorite pictures was one of your recent performances. I wanted to share this because I think we talk about your talent. Your talent obviously is just it's out of this world, and your drive and everything else. But I don't want to shy away from the fact that you are an extremely beautiful woman, and this is one of my favorite pictures of
Oh,
you.
thank you. Oh my God. The guy that actually shot that, I gotta look him up first because I gotta give him a shout out. It wouldn't be right not to give him a shout out. He did set, don't you think that his pictures are so amazing? Look at that.
That's a great
I
shot.
was so like,
Mhm.
wow. But it's just not me. He took pictures of all my band members and they looked good. I was like, guys, y'all look real good. Even my guitar player looked good. I was like, dude, did you see her hair? It looks good. So his name was
Yeah,
Vince. His name is Vince Leon, and it's V&M Productions here in San Antonio. So if anybody wants to get pictures from V&M Productions, contact Vince Leon. He's an amazing photographer. Those pictures, mwah, beautiful.
Chef Kiss. Chef Kiss. Last of a Dying Breed says, I have real bass on my
Let's get the
music.
touch base. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. I love you, Frank. I'm just messing with you. You were just messing around.
I have when I was DJing, I used to DJ at Graham Central
Oh
Station.
my God. When it was, well, how many clubs was it? 1, 2,
Like 2.
3? It was 6 of them, right?
No, it was
Oh,
7 of
shoot.
them.
Oh my God. I don't remember that.
I don't remember that.
There was one here. There was one here in San Angelo, one in Odessa, one in Midland, one in San Antonio, one in
Houston has
Abilene, one in Abilene, one in dadgummit, I'm losing track of them because I used to go travel to them and be like a guest DJ.
Cool.
Shoot, I forgot. Oh yeah. What I was saying was that I remember this guy, he came up to the DJ booth, and I'm mixing, and I got the crowd going and everything else. And he comes up and he's like, he was inebriated, obviously. And he's like, hey bro, can you play that song for me? And I was like,
Well, what
song? It was that song with that beat. That beat. He's like, yeah, that fist pumping beat. Got you, bro. I got you. you got it, bro.
God.
Yeah. You know what do you do to that? What do you do?
Play a song.
It
looks like the fist pumping. That's it. That's all you do.
I got it, bro. You talk to you talk to the right Mexican, since I'm not Mexican, but you talk to the right one. And it's just I had no idea what to say. So I was like, okay, that'll work. No. Hey, we've come to the part of the show where you get to go ahead and send out your shout outs, your thank yous, and everything else. By the way, I do want to remind everybody that if you want to go ahead and check out her Facebook page, there is the
little fairy
Savannah
dust
Facebook
on
page.
top of it.
Yeah, it is. That's right, like that. So it is just you, sweetheart. We're going to go ahead and bail out just for you, and just go ahead. It's all yours.
Oh,
So
okay.
go ahead.
I want to give a huge shout out to all of my followers that have been following me for so many years. Thank you so much for being there for me and for supporting my music. Make sure to follow my new song that is on all digital platforms called Con Otra. And you can check out the actual video tomorrow. You can go in right now and you can go subscribe to my YouTube under Savannah V and go into the waiting room, wait there, and you'll see my new music video, Con Otra, featuring Aisha Aparicio, Devin, DJ Aftermath. Of course, my good friend Ray helped direct it. Erica, big shout out to Static TV, to Ryan Clef, to Slack Monster Productions, Sebi, to everybody that has helped me with my music career. Thank you so much. Te quiero un chingos. And I hope to see you at one of my concerts. And if you need to get in contact with me, you can contact my manager Richard at 830-928 3739 928 3739. Y'all have a wonderful night, and God bless each and every one of y'all.
Yay! There you go, guys. So be sure you check it out. Remember, there is the invitation for the video premiere that's going to happen tomorrow.
They're going to have a Savannah drink, guys. So if y'all make sure to purchase the Savannah drink.
Yeah, purchase the Savannah drink at Chifladas. That is going to be at 1804 West Martin Street there in San Antonio. 1804 West Martin Street. The celebration starts at 9 p.m. Get yourself over there. May 9th at Chifladas Cocktail Bar. with Savannah. And then, she's got some great friends. Ray Ray's a great, great, awesome person. And also Aisha she's such a sweetheart. I remember meeting her when she was with Ram, and she's just an awesome person. When I invited her I wanted to interview her. She was like, "Well, I'm not with Ram anymore," and I was like, I wanted to interview you, not Ram. I already interviewed Ram. And she was like, "Wait, me?" And I was like, "Yes, you." And so she's so humble and a beautiful person and a wonderful talent. And so, but yeah, thank you so very much, Savannah, for being here with us. This is your home. You're always welcome. By the way, Barbie, when we started talking, I was putting down a comment, but instead of putting a heart, I put a smiley face, and she's like, "What's a smiley face for?" And I was like, "Did I put in a smiley face?"
It looks good on you.
I was, believe it or not, that was right after my surgery, and I had woken up during my surgery, and I woke up in the middle of my surgery.
This man.
Yeah, and I tried to take the tube out of my mouth, and the nurse got on me, and then this nurse got on me, and I was fighting them, and I ripped the
IV.
It actually still hurts. I ripped the IV out of my arm, like tore it out. And so like my arm really hurts. So I was still like kind of a little in and out. So I'm not making excuses. I'm just telling you why I was just a little off on that day.
We're glad you're okay.
But anyway, I'm here. So thank you so very much. And do you have anything for this weekend, Barbie, outside of, by the way, happy Mother's Day to you, and happy Mother's Day to you, Savannah. I know that I say this all the time for those of you that follow us, but my culture says that women are the top, the pinnacle of our lives. There's no man that walks this planet without a woman, and women should be treated with that respect and be given that dignity that they deserve. They are the very essence of what is life, and so women should be treated as such, as the queens that they are. How do you measure a man? By how good his wife is. You give yourself for each other. That's the measurement of love. So, happy Mother's Day.
You.
I hope you guys have a great Mother's Day, and I hope y'all at home have a great Mother's Day. Barbie, what do you have going on over there in Houston?
So just celebrating Mother's Day this weekend, and it's going to be my first time celebrating with my fiance, and of course my little one. So I'm curious to measure him and see how he treats me. No, just kidding. No, but it's gonna be fun. Just relax. Yeah, he's gonna get chocolate this Mother's Day. Anyways, no, just staying home this weekend. But I am looking forward to next weekend. The Pasadena Strawberry Festival will be happening. There's going to be a lot going on. A barbecue contest, mud volleyball,
kids volleyball. That sounds so much fun.
Oh my God, it's so much fun. It's the home of the largest strawberry shortcake. It's like a huge, long table inside the arena that they have set up, and you can get a piece of it. So I love that. That's in my little backyard right here, where I live at. So I'm looking forward to that. And of course, I'm looking forward to the Memorial Bash by Salazar Promotions. I can't wait for that too. I get to see my Indio finally in person, because we don't get to see each other that often, because I'm out here in Houston and he's way over there far from me. So I'll get to see him. So yeah.
We get together for like award shows and stuff like that, but it's been a while since we've gotten together, and like Las Vegas sometimes. But
I think the last time we got together was in San Antonio.
Yeah, y'all were here for
Udo Vida Awards, right?
No, y'all were here for fanfare.
Oh, yes, fanfare.
It was,
yes,
right?
Fanfare.
Yeah. It was.
I think so. Yeah, I think so. So Thank you so very much, Savannah. I really do appreciate you, sweetheart.
I love you guys. Thank you for having me on your platform. Y'all are amazing. Indio, mwah, and Barbie. Thank you.
I'm gonna hit you up for some medical stuff.
Oh yes, girl. Right now we just got the NAD in office, and the NAD is for the recognitive of your actual. You know how when you're kind of off, like you're foggy, like you can't really concentrate. What is it called? The cognitive. I can't say that word right.
Right. Cognitive.
It helps. Yeah, there you go. It helps for you to focus. And if you're like me, that you're everywhere doing everything at one time, you need it. So I started doing it, and it's also helping to it's like better than Botox. You know how people do Botox all over their face? It's just helping to restore the youth. So that's what I have that one right now in office. And I'll tell you about that one when you call me.
Yeah, I'm gonna come. I'm gonna visit y'all.
Yes, sure. And we actually work with 50 different states. So my medical director works with 50 different states. So I can ship your medication. You don't have to come into San Antonio. I can get you a telemed consult.
Yeah.
And we can send it to you. We'll ship it out to
you. For sure. Let's do it.
Yes, ma'am.
See, very awesome, very awesome. Thank you very much to each and every one of you that joined us tonight. Remember to support your Tejano artists. Go to their shows, buy their merch, buy their music, and that's how you keep the onda going. And thank you once again to Savannah and everything else. I also want to remind you about the QR code up in the corner for Raulito if you want to help out. And go out and be kind to each other. We got Mother's Day coming up, with not a man walks this planet without a woman. So, be kind to each other, and no matter how, if you had a hard day today, if today wasn't your day, just remember that every day planes take off against the wind. You matter. You are loved. God bless you and have a good Mother's Day. If I don't see you, to each and every one of you, we love you bunches. Thank you so very much for being here. We're going to leave you with Con Otra, the song from Savannah V. Awesome song. All of her songs on this album so far, or that she's released so far, have been awesome. Yeah. I have my favorite.
Not right now, but it's soon, real soon. So.
Yeah. But well, I mean, you've released quite a few, but I'm saying they're all awesome. They're all awesome. Buy them all. I have my favorites, but I'm allowed to. So are you.
You can have how many favorites you want.
Yeah, I still play them all. You can listen to them all on Kivo Radio. They're on regular rotation. So, so Kivo Radio, that is the one and only Savannah V. That is the Barbie chick, and I'm Indio, a guy from Vancourt, Texas. So. And this is Con Otra from Savannah V. Thank you so very much.
La que nada debe, nada teme. Robado se va lo que robado viene. Tu papá y mamá debieron enseñártelo. Es cuando él habla conmigo. Él me extraña y yo ni siquiera lo miro. Niña, no tengo intenciones de quitártelo, pero fuiste mala y todo se paga. No soy tu enemiga, tienes tu enemigo durmiendo en tu cama y muy despistada. Te estás cuidando de la equivocada. No te deseo el mal, pero él te va a engañar con otra, será con otra y recordarás de cómo tú te reías el día en que estuve en tu lugar. Y no lo dudo, te lo aseguro. No te deseo el mal, y todo se paga. No soy tu enemiga, tienes tu enemigo durmiendo en tu cama y muy despistada te estás cuidando de la